Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and very good evening to Miss Ashikin as my respondent for today. So before we start, let me introduce a little bit about myself and also about our interview session for today. So I'm Afizrin bin Ali, ID number BB2111018. So this is interview session is part of my assessments for this semester, which is subject oral communication English, which course code is UB00202. So today, the topic will be based on mental health issues. So in this interview sessions, I will asking you about 10 general questions and 10 questions related about our topic today, which is mental health issue. So without further ado, please welcome Miss Ashikin Ibrahim. So can you introduce yourself, like your name, your how old are you, your nation, and where do you live?
Assalamualaikum and hello. My name is Siti Binti Ibrahim. I am 22 years old. My nationality is Malaysian and I am come from Sandakan, Sabah. Currently, I am pursuing my study at degree level, taking financial management and banking course at University Malaysia Sabah.
All right. So uh, my next question will be, what is your biggest fear in your life?
So far, my biggest fear is everything related to failure. That's all.
Oh, related to failure. All right. So the next question will be asking about your passionate. What you're passionate about?
One thing that I am passionate about is self improvement or self development in my personal life. I am always looking for challenge myself to learn new skill which can improve my communication skill, listening and problem solving skill.
All right, good answer from Miss Ashiki. So the next question will be it's a bit tough question for me. So have you felt ever alone? Have you? I repeat my questions. Have you ever felt alone? Sorry.
I think yes, lately.
Yes. All right. So how do you overcome and what motivates you in life?
What motivates me? Actually, my own family background is the one that the one that most motivate me to continue facing all the difficulties, especially as a student. Also, I have been surrounded by many people with their different achievement in their life, and that's also motivate me.
Right. Great answer from you, Miss Ashikin. So we end of our 10 general questions. So we continue to our topic, which is a mental health issue. So the first question will be, what is mental health defined by yourself?
In my opinion, mental health refer to cognitive, behavioral, and emotional well being. It is all about how people think, feel, and behave.
Hmm. Right. So the second question will be, what causes mental health problem? As for teenagers, they stress for like an assignments, uh, by not having their timetable with a good good timetable in their life. So what causes in your opinion, what causes of mental health?
Actually, mental health problems can have a wide range of causes. It's likely that for many people, there is a complicated combination of factors. The causes such as childhood abuse, trauma, social isolation, or loneliness. It is also because of family and relationship problems.
Oh, family and relationship problem. All right, good answer. So how does what are the effect of mental health problem?
The effect is causing someone to have sleeping problems, major change in their eating habits, and they tend to have an excessive fear and anger.
Right. To keep the ball rolling, we proceed to the next question, which is what are the what are some examples of mental health like depressions and anxiety disorder? And so for you, what's some example that you can give of mental health problems?
As I know, the example of mental health include depression, anxiety disorders, addictive behavior, and eating disorders.
All right, good. So if you seeing someone with a mental health problem, how can you identify them with their mental health issues?
People with mental health tend to have an extreme mood change of high and low. We can see them feeling sad or down, and sometimes they choose to withdraw from family and friends and avoid to participate in any social activities.
All right, good, good answer from Miss Ashkin. So the next question will be, what can you do to spread awareness about mental health?
I will share about mental health screening site on my social media channels to talk more openly about mental health and to participate in our local advocacy efforts to support mental health legislation.
All right. So we comes to the end. Uh, there's four questions more. So, how does mental health affect physical health? Does it affect or not?
I think yes, because poor mental health affect our physical health in various ways. It is disrupt on how we think clearly, make healthy decisions, and when we neglecting our mental well-being, it can lead to problems. I mean health problems such as high blood pressure.
So the third last question will be, why we need to take care of our mental health? Is it important?
We need to take care because mental health is more important now than ever before because it affects every area of our lives. Maintaining a positive mental health or treating any mental health condition is crucial to stabilizing constructive behavior, emotion, and thoughts. And focusing on mental health care actually can help us to increase our productivity, enhance our self-image, and improve relationship.
Right? So the second last question will be, why most people think that a mental illness is not a serious matter.
Because mental illness is different. It's not like physical illness which we can see easily through someone conditions. Mental illness is quite hard to predict because a person with a mental health they are not going to share about their problems, and this is causing people out there to consider it as a small matter.
Right? So the last question for today will be, why a person with a mental health cannot carry out daily activities. Sorry.
A person with a mental health actually they always shrouded by bad feelings, the anxiety or depressions causing them to lose concentration and make them to have to face difficulties to carry out their daily activities.
Hmm. All right. So I think we comes to the end of our discussion. So mental health is very important nowadays to because it's sometimes it can affect our physical health, it can affect our surrounding, it can affect our works in our life. So as for me, mental health is very important because as students, we must take this as our important thing to take care of because with mental health we can solve many problems and we also can have a good life and very enjoying life with our mental health because when we have mental health issues, so our life become not very enjoyable and very stressful in life. So I think that's all from today interview sessions. Thank you, Mr. Ibrahim, for having me as my respondent for today. I think that's all from me, and thank you.
Most welcome.
Hi,
Hi.
Assalamualaikum.
Salam.
My name is Nur Shafika Binti Muhaziat, and you can call me Ika. Today, I want to interview you about a mental health issue. What is your name?
My name is Muhaziat, and you can call me Zahid.
How old are you?
I am 22 years old.
What is your nation?
My nation is Malaysia.
Where do you live?
I live at Ipoh, Perak.
What is your biggest fear?
My biggest fear is failure. I hate when I do something but it turns out to be a fail.
What about your educational background?
My highest level of education level right now is diploma, and I study the diploma at Polytechnic Sultan Hasan Shah.
What do you see about your strength?
My strength is my family. That's my biggest strength.
What are you passionate about?
I'm passionate about my well-being, and when we talk about well-being, is all about health, our mental health, our physical health.
Have you ever felt alone?
Yes, sometimes, but most probably no.
What motivates you?
My motivation is always is my achievement. When I achieve something, it's keep motivate me to do more and to get more achievement.
Next question. We're talking about the mental health issues.
Okay,
First question is, what is mental health for you?
for me, is mental health is a state of well-being in which an individual realize his or her own abilities.
What causes a mental health problem?
I think mental health caused by physiology and environment in the family, and the person is have failure in relationship that can cause trauma.
What are the effects of mental health?
For me, the effect of mental health is sadness, the fear and anger.
What are some examples of mental health?
Some example of mental health is what I know and what I have read is the person have eating disorder and addictive disorder that he addicted to something, and the most is depression and anxiety disorder.
How to identify someone with mental health?
Sometimes the person has excessive paranoia, and the person have that long lasting sadness, changing mood so extremely. Sometimes when we laugh, but suddenly he or she be sad.
What can you do to spread awareness about mental health?
I can share the information locally on media social, or also I can give a pep talk about this between my colleagues and between my friends.
How does mental health affect physical health?
People who exercise regularly uh, is uh, most likely to have a good mental health, because mental exercise is very important for people that have mental illness.
For you, why we need to take care of our mental health?
Because mental health, it will affect how do we think, how do we feel, and how do we act. It also determine how we handle the stress, and how the stress relate to others, and good how to make good decision to overcome the stress.
Why most people think that mental illness is not serious?
I think is when people talk about mental health, it's about insight. And when it's talk about insight, people don't see as much and as concerned as the physical health. Because when physical health, we can see, oh, he has a disability about as a broken leg. Okay, we can see, so we feel sympathy, and it's most get people's concern than about mental health, because mental health is talk about insight.
For last question, I want to ask you why a person with a mental health cannot carry out daily activities.
Because this person that has mental health can create discomfort and suffering. They can alter the function. We have bad mental health, we also have a depression. So we stress about something, and we can focus about the things we work. So the things that we work is cannot be done on time.
Okay, that's all. Thank you for your cooperation. Thank you so
Okay.
much. I
Okay.
really appreciate.
Welcome.
Have a good day
Okay.
and thank you very much again.
Okay. Thank you to you too, and have a good and nice day.
Hello and good day everyone. As you know, today I'm going to have short interview session with my special guest regarding the topic of mental health issue. So please welcome my guest. Hello.
Hello.
Okay, before we start, let me introduce myself first. My name is Hamrieza Binti Remin, and I'm currently studying at University Malaysia Sabah. So, as you know, today I'm going to have a short interview session with you to talk and ask you about mental health issue. And this is to complete my assessment for subject oral communication in English, code UB00202. And before that, for your information, this video will be recorded and uploaded in YouTube later. Is it okay for you?
Yes, it is okay for me.
Okay, if everything is fine, shall we start now?
Yes.
Okay, first of all, can you please introduce yourself?
My name is Nur Ahmad. I'm 20 years old from Malaysia and I live in Sarawak.
Okay, now before we start with our topic, I want to ask you a question about you. Can I?
Yes, you can.
Okay, my first question is, what is your biggest fear?
My biggest fear is fear of disappointing others, especially my parents.
Okay, great. Next, what about your educational background?
I'm currently studying for my STPM.
Okay, good luck. Next, what do you see about your strength?
My strength is I'm a hardworking person and I'm not easily giving up on something.
Wow, that's great. Okay, can we move to the next question? What do you passionate about?
I'm passionate about my health since I really needed to live my life.
Yeah, I'm agree with you. Okay, next, have you ever felt alone?
No, so far not.
Great. Okay, my last question is, what motivates you?
I'm motivated when I have set goals for myself. I will do as much as I can for my achievements.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, now I will ask you about our topic, which is mental health issue. The first question is, in your opinion, what do you think? What is mental health about?
In my opinion, mental health is something related with emotional, psychological, and social well-being, which affect the way someone think, feel, or act.
Yeah. Okay. The next question is, in your opinion, what are the causes of mental health issue?
Mostly, it was caused by our environments, such as family's problem, trauma, or others bad thing which happen in someone's life.
Yeah, I'm agree. I also have read about the mental health is caused by family matter, trauma, or other things. Okay, the next question is what are the effects of mental health?
It will cause sleeping problems, low energy, anger, fear, or sadness.
Oh, okay. Next, can you give us can you tell us what are some examples of mental health issue?
There are few examples I knew which are depressions, anxiety disorders, and dementia.
Yeah, correct. Now, can you tell us how to identify someone with mental health issue?
It can be seen through few symptoms like long-lasting sadness, extreme mood change, cut off friendship, and hobbies or activities.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, can we continue with the next question?
Yes.
Okay, my next question is what can you do to spread or create awareness about mental health among society or among your family?
I think spread message or information regarding mental issue through social media since there are a lot of social media nowadays.
Yeah, I'm agree totally. We are living in a modern era now. So okay, next. How does mental health affect physical health?
Physical health is related with mental health, so being in a good mental health can help us healthy and avoid any serious health conditions. For example, people with mental illness like depression are exposed to risky diseases such as diabetes and heart disease.
Okay, my next question is why we need to take care of our mental health?
It is very important for us to take care of our mental health because it will affect how we think and act. Plus, mental illness is very dangerous as it will lead to other serious problems.
Okay, next, why most people think that mental illness is not really serious?
I think maybe because mental illness cannot be seen with our eyes like other diseases, so they are not taken it seriously.
Yeah, I think so. Okay, my last question is why a person with a mental health issue cannot carry out their activities?
Someone dealing with mental illness cannot carry out their activities because they are not able to focus with their activities or tasks.
Ooh, wow, you have an awesome point regarding this topic. So looks like we have come to the end. I think that's all I want to ask you. And lastly, I want to say a very thank you for spending me your precious time. So thank you. See you.
Bye.
Hi, I'm Siti Nursalina from University Malaysia Sabah. Today's topic is about the mental health issues. So please welcome my special guest.
Hi, my name is Shahira. I'm 21 years old and I live in Sarawak. Currently, I am a degree student from University Malaysia Sabah.
Okay, before I proceed about the mental health issues, I will first ask the general question. What are you passionate about?
One thing I am passionate about is self-development and self-improvement in my personal life. I'm always seeking for new challenge and learn new things.
Next question. Have you ever felt alone?
No, I never felt alone.
Okay, I will now move on to the questions about the mental health issues. There are a few questions I would like to ask you. My first question is, do you know what is mental health?
Well, mental health refers to a state of well-being in which an individual realizes his or her own ability. It also refers to a wide range of mental health conditions that affects your mood, thinking, and behavior.
Can you give me some of the example of mental health problems?
Some examples of mental health problems include depression, anxiety disorders, schizophrenia, eating disorders, and addictive behaviors.
Besides, can you explain the causes and effect of mental health problem?
While mental health issues can be caused by a variety of factors, many people are likely to be affected by a complex combination of factors. However, some people may be more deeply affected by particular elements than others. For example, factors that could lead to a period of mental health abuse, neglect, or trauma as a child, social isolation or loneliness, and prejudice and stigma, especially racism.
Next question. In your opinion, why most people think that mental illness is not serious?
Perhaps because mental illnesses are simply not as concrete as physical illnesses. They are often not taken as seriously. There is a lot of stigma attached to persons who have mental health problems. Society labels them as lunatics, insane, possessed, and other terms. As a result, the patients are trapped in a vicious cycle of guilt, anguish, and solitude.
My next question is, how to identify someone with mental health problem?
Well, a mental health illness can begin with subtle changes in a person's feelings, thoughts, and behavior. Physical signs of a mental health illness can include stomach pain, back pain, headaches, or other inexplicable aches and pains.
Can you tell me how does mental health affect physical health and why we need to take care of our mental health?
People with mental illness are more likely to smoke than those who do not have mental illnesses. People with mental health issues are more likely to smoke more cigarettes than non-smokers. The reason we need to take care of our mental health is because being emotionally healthy can increase productivity and effectiveness in tasks such as job, school, or caring.
My next question is, why a person with a mental health cannot carry out daily activities?
Mental health problem can lead to lack of motivation that makes it hard to get anything done. They cannot start or finish even simple everyday tasks.
Okay, my last question. What can you do to spread awareness about mental health?
I can help to raise the awareness about mental health by talking about the issue. Talking about mental health is very important. It helps us to not internalize and it helps us not to reach breaking points. We can lead stable lives just by opening up to the others about our mental health challenges. It gives others someone to relate as well.
So this is all about mental health. Thank you, Shaira, for answering all my questions.
No problem.
Hi, hello.
Hello.
So there are 20 questions.
Okay.
So 10 questions about your background details and 10 more questions about the issues. Okay, can we start now?
Can
Okay, tell me about your name, your age, and where do you live, and what is your nation, and tell me about your educational background.
Okay. My name is Saravanan. I'm 19 years old. My nation is Malaysian and I live at Sungai Siput, Utara Perak. And my educational background is doing SPM.
Okay, okay. So tell me about what is your biggest fear and what is your strength.
Okay, my biggest fear is my failure and my strength is my parents because they are always supporting me.
Okay. Okay. So tell me about what is your passionate and do you feel alone and what motivates you?
Okay, my passion is my health
And I never feel alone because I have a lot of friends and my family also so big. My achievement is my parents motivate me. Because of them, I can success anything in my life.
Okay, very glad to know you. Okay, so now is 10 questions about the issues. Okay, our issue is about mental health.
Okay.
Okay, so can you tell me about what is mental health and what causes mental health problem?
Mental health refers to cognitive, behavior, and emotional well-being. The cause is due to psychology and environment. For example, a family problem, failure in a relationship, and trauma.
Okay, okay, so what are the effect of mental problem?
Okay, it is significant tiredness, low energy, and sleeping problems.
Okay, what are the example of mental problems?
Okay, the example is behavior and emotional disorder, eating disorder, and depression, and many more.
Okay, how to identify someone with a mental problem?
Okay, identify someone with mental problem is long-lasting sadness, extreme change in moods, and social withdrawal.
Okay, what can you do to separate awareness about mental health?
Okay, there are many ways, such as take and share a free mental health screening and talk about mental health issues openly and many more.
How does mental problem affect physical health?
Okay, the behavior will change like sleep problems, drinking alcohol, and smoking.
Why we need to take care of our mental health?
Okay, emotional and mental is important for your life because it is part of your life and impact your thoughts and behavior and emotions.
Why most of people think that mental illness is not serious?
Okay, because mental illness are simply not as serious as physical illness.
Oh, okay. So they are often to not take as a serious.
Yes.
Okay. So now is last question. Why a person as a mental health cannot carry out a daily activity?
Okay. So mental health concern becomes a mental illness when ongoing signs and symptoms cause frequent stress and affect your ability to function. Mental illness can make you miserable and cause problem your daily life, such as at school or work or in relationship.
Thank you so much, Usha Saravanan, because you are spending your time with me and can answer my all my questions. Thank you so much.
Welcome.